So when it comes to TikTok ban in the US, I'm all for it.
Ah.
Yes, that for a particular reason that I do not belong to that school of thought. So
look, the reality is that the standards being used online are very biased. Now, X, you go on X today and you just search Baltazar Egonga Equatorial
how
Guinea,
am I using my own X,
and
please?
everybody, every nude video, even the videos that are not linked to that, they come up. Those of you who are users of X, I mean, I'm a user of X, where we have to rise up right now and say, Elon Musk, do what needs to be done to ensure that porn is not shared freely on X. I love Arsenal fans. Those guys stick through thick and thin. Those guys, like, they have plastic hearts or something like that, or rubber hearts. If you like, defeat them for how long they stick. But those guys called Man U, I don't agree with them. Their fans don't stay.
No.
Dumb boy Donald Trump, I want punk, the fool, his money is worse than that. It's not my song anyway, so don't mind me. It's a song by one guy called Prophet Gidi Mani. Prophet Gidi Mani was singing this song before the 2016 election that brought in Donald Trump. And but his spelling of Donald is Donald or something, and then Trump is TRUMP, something. Why is Donald Trump important in this conversation today? It's because since his election, or even during the electioneering part, Donald Trump has made cryptocurrencies rally up very high. In fact, the Bitcoin particularly is $89 right now, $89,000. And that's how Ethereum and all other Bitcoins, all other cryptocurrencies are rising. So on Akweya TV today, we're talking about the implication of this rallying cryptocurrency for our economy, because already the economy is shaking, and now you are having a currency system that just bypasses the central bank, and implications for money laundering and a lot of things. That's what we want to talk about on Akweya TV today. And I've got with me the wonderful, amazing host of the Fifth Estate Show, Folusho. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. How do are you an investor in cryptocurrencies?
No, I am not.
Why?
Because I have not clearly understood all of the how it works, and also for the sake of my health, please, I cannot invest my money where in the night my heart will be palpitating and all of that. No,
but I mean, we're hearing of banks that are about to crumble, where all those your billions are, so
I mean, they're insured, so my 2.5 in that account, I'm not going to hear stories about them.
2.5. So a lot of things are happening in this space right now, and now in this era of a lot of pain, financial pain, it's tough to hear about money and not, have your ears tingle.
Yeah.
So we're going to go,
especially for us young people.
Why for you young people?
I feel like a lot of young Nigerians like the idea of trading and cryptocurrencies and all of that. So
one stat saying that there are 33% of Nigerians are investing in cryptocurrencies. I doubt that statistic actually, because if you say 33%, that's 1/3. And if we're 220 million, that's at least 70 million Nigerians that are enlightened enough to invest in crypto.
I think it is correct. They may not be 100% enlightened, but you enter a taxi, and this morning I entered a taxi.
Yeah.
I didn't even know we were going to talk about cryptocurrency. And I saw this guy on his phone looking at, and I was seeing dollar signs and all of that. I mean,
And then,
I heard him talk to the conductor. He doesn't sound. I'm not to talk down on him, but he doesn't sound so
yeah,
literate.
yeah.
But you could still see that he was doing something on his phone. So just maybe those figures are correct.
Yeah, but I mean, that 70, look at the crypto is something that for you to get involved in it, you have to you have to be online,
Yeah.
at least, because you have to keep monitoring your stuff.
Stuff.
How many million Nigerians are online, are using internet connected phones? If you look at the stats, the internet enabled phones are not up to 100 million, right? And then the regular users and also not even much lower. So I really wonder if what the central bank is afraid of is what is about to happen, where money laundering is justifiable when you give those ridiculous figures, and then you're able to say, actually, there's a lot of Nigerians utilizing it. And I remember in 2021, 2020, the protests, NSAS.
2020 October.
2020 October,
Yeah.
when the central bank was clamping down on Nigerians who were accepting monies for the protests through their bank. So they froze the bank accounts.
Yeah.
And
EFCC did that.
Yeah, EFCC, and I think even the
Central bank.
Yeah, they did that.
But they came up with peer-to-peer, P2P methods.
Yeah, and those things are part of the things putting the pressure on the naira, because what's then happening is that even though you are conducting transactions, the transactions are not passing through the CBN. So you are having higher demands for, say, the US dollars.
That's our major problem. I think that high demand for the US dollar is what is putting pressure on our naira.
Yeah, and then it's happening through crypto, because when you get, say, one Bitcoin and it's $89,000.
Short with $400. We're about $400. We're not yet there, but the figures are dancing around it.
Yeah, so just imagine that, and you now need to convert it to US dollars, and then you want to withdraw that US dollar from the system. Naira has not benefited from that transaction at all, but you are pulling away US dollars. So there's high demand for the US dollars and very little demand for the naira. And so what ends up happening is that each dollar becomes more expensive. There is a lot of naira trying to chase the scarce US dollar.
Yeah.
And that's the challenge. But Nigerians don't think about that, do we?
Well, no, we don't.
So what do we do now with Donald Trump and this whole rallying of Ethereum, Dogecoin?
A lot of people earning in dollars, and a lot of people who have money in that space are excited, especially in this part of the world.
Yeah.
Where you know that if you're exchanging $1 to naira, you're cashing out.
Yeah.
So.
And we see Elon Musk got involved in the campaign. What do you think about that?
I think I was reading this morning. I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah.
He's been appointed.
Yeah, he's been appointed.
Yes.
In the Department of Government Efficiency.
Efficiency, that's the word. When I looked at it, I shook my head.
So they are supposed to go cut down all the things that make government spend too much and make government very efficient. So they want to make government very efficient.
Yeah.
And what that means is that a lot of things that spread money, that make money go around, will be cut down.
Yeah.
I think probably this will be good for us. But the bad aspect for us is that they are now going to invest more in the digital space.
Assets.
In the digital assets, when they invest a lot in that, what you're going to now have will be those digital assets, those digital currencies will elevate in stature, financially. And that's what's going to be bad for the Nigerian economy.
Yeah, I see it that way because since there is like a there are no clear rules when it comes to all of those operations here in Nigeria. I feel like CBN should have not um they should have not said traditional banks should not get involved. I feel like they should have allowed traditional banks to get involved so that they are able to track and monitor whatever is happening.
Yeah, yeah, in a sense, yes. But when what was happening, um, you know, Bitcoin and all those digital currency transactions bypass your central bank.
Yeah.
So the government doesn't tax it. Government doesn't, you don't even know who is the person. So yes, if the government, if the traditional banks got involved, at least the end user, the person that is going to get that cash,
Mm-hmm.
or the account that will receive the transaction
Gotcha.
in from the cryptocurrency, would have been traceable.
Yeah, it should have been traceable.
Yeah,
And it would have made transactions more transparent. And I mean, government getting to collect tax from it is something.
yeah. But the worry was that because the idea of the digital currency is that you don't get to know. There's no know your customer. There's no KYC.
KYC.
There's no KYC. So money laundering is therefore very easy. In fact, there are suspicions that the rise in terror activities
Activities was funded
is constantly being funded by
cryptocurrency.
cryptocurrency.
All of that.
And you know how, I don't know how legit it is, because some of these things are based on conjecture, but you saw the wahala with Binance, the Binance executives.
I think I read into that around. It happened last year, June. Yeah, the
Was it
drama.
last year? Was it not this year?
2023.
It's not early this year.
It started last year, June. I think.
Uh,
Well, I think I read on this particular page on Twitter where, according to them,
yeah.
the government had asked Binance to do something with
What?
with something that involved money.
Yeah.
Binance said they were not going to do it, and that was what brought about that whole drama.
They
It's
claim
involved around how many $1 billion, and Binance said, allegedly said they were not going to do it, and that was what brought trouble to their space.
made this crypto wahala, what the government was saying, something like, so Binance is speculating.
Yeah.
So you speculate a demand for US dollar.
Dollars.
So you say, I am willing to buy US dollar, maybe 10,000 US dollars, and I have 1,000 naira to pay for it, to pay for each dollar. You are not there to buy it really, but by the time there is an auction, when somebody makes that offer, which is not really backed with cash, then someone else goes to back to say, okay, I'm offering 1,100, and that's how in real life, maybe at Zone 4 and everywhere.
Zone 4 is their hub.
Zone 4 is the hub. In all of those places, then people say, well, dollar is trading for X amount today,
Okay.
even though somebody is only just manipulating that using the website.
Yeah.
You remember the wahala between the Emefiele thing with the Aboki FX?
Oh, yes.
You know,
Aboki FX had to
Yeah.
be closed.
Yeah. And so when you are not doing the stuff that should actually stabilize the currency, you want to look for scapegoats. But those scapegoats too are actually leaving room for the scapegoatism to happen. Like, I remember the ban on Twitter that Nigerians really screamed about. For me, I'm a real supporter of the ban.
No, I am not. That's trampling on human rights.
What's trampling on human rights? I didn't say you shouldn't speak. You go and speak anywhere you want to speak, but this platform did not register within our country. It takes money from our country, adverts on Twitter and all of that. It takes the money. It should register within our country, employ our people. Let us collect tax. Let us employ people. And that's what they forced Twitter to end up doing.
But a lot of people moved to using VPN and they were still having access to Twitter Spaces.
Which then defeats the argument that some of you put there, which means that we didn't stop you from communicating.
Technically, the government did stop people from communicating.
How?
By banning its use here.
No, I mean, like the
So
same.
people had to be using other countries' VPN to have access to that space.
Till this day, the United States is about to ban, if they have not finished banning TikTok. Right? Why is there no uproar about that? The United States is every day talking about banning TikTok. But TikTok is not owned by China. Yeah. At least they're not Chinese. There may be people of Chinese origin.
Oh,
they are Singaporean, they are Americans, they are not Chinese.
So when it comes to TikTok ban in the US, I'm all for it. Yes, that for a particular reason that I do not belong to that school of thought. So I think around the time I saw that, because I'm a fan of Candice Owens, on her YouTube page, she brought up the conversation on puberty blockers.
Yeah.
And how the particular platform that was banned was promoting that in the country.
Yeah.
And I went and I watched the videos and they are horrible.
Okay. Today, on X, everybody is pushing the videos of Balthazar from Equatorial Guinea. That's the platform that is showing you all the nude porn. That is pornography. Nobody is talking about banning X right now in Nigeria. Why is it that when it concerns another country, Nigerians go all up in arms trying to look? The reality is that the standards being used online are very biased. Telegram, everywhere they are trying to ban Telegram. They're trying to get access to Telegram, but Telegram is the one giving you the most freedom online. But they say, oh, because of porn, because of this, because it allows other things. Now, X, you go on X today and you just search Balthazar Egonga, Equatorial Guinea.
How am I using my own X, please?
Everybody, every nude video, even the videos that are not linked to that, they come up. And Nigerians are not talking. The people that make a lot of noise about the ban on Twitter, now X, are not saying it until the government rises up and says pornography is not allowed in our country. And you are using your platform to promote it.
But it's also promoting other information. I feel like sometimes when I want breaking or the latest information, I go on Twitter and check what is trending. So why are we not looking at it from that angle?
No,
you should be able to filter. You should be able. The internet allows us to filter what we want to see.
But why? How do you support the United States supporting the ban on?
Because that is now becoming a very crazy movement around the world.
Okay, I'm suspecting
X content that are rated X, they have restrictions. You have to be 18 years and above and all of that. But when it came to that puberty blockers, teenagers in secondary school and even teachers, I say no. Yes, I'm all up for what the US is doing on that.
You're all up for that.
Yeah.
But you are not all up for the government has not said it, but those of you who are users of X, I mean, I'm a user of X, where we have to rise up right now and say, Elon Musk, do what needs to be done to ensure that porn is not shared freely on X.
I think I saw somewhere that they said they were going to start allowing X-rated content too. Was it last year also?
Yes.
And I feel like it's X-rated so that you should not watch it. You should feed your eyes and your soul with what you want.
But the same US government puts Facebook under pressure, and Facebook now has an ombudsman, a system that adjudicates on that. So there are materials you place on Facebook and instantly
it's rejected.
It's
I love that for Facebook.
So why are we not putting the same standards on X? Is it because
X is a different
Elon Musk
platform?
is close to the new president?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of Nigerians celebrated President Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump re-election. And I was
Yeah.
wondering, yeah. A lot of people on my contacts are posting my president, and I'm like, how many US policies actually even favor you? You're just posting my president, my president. So it's a thing of me being neutral and going for what I feel like should be advocated for.
Nigerians just like being happy with winners because before the election, before the victory,
Yeah.
it was all Kamala Harris. Everybody wanted Kamala. Oh, she's black. Oh, she's a woman. Oh, she's. They had a million reasons why. I know that in my WhatsApp platforms, there were those outliers, those guys who would say Donald Trump is their man,
Yeah.
and all of that, but they were not many in number. Since Donald Trump won, they don't even know
Everyone.
why Kamala even contested. They don't even know
Even-
what this. Everybody is moving to the winning. It's like you guys, those guys that love football.
Yeah.
You know, like when it was Man U, Arsenal. You know, I love Arsenal fans. Those guys stick through thick and thin. Those guys, like they have plastic hearts or something like that,
Yeah.
or rubber hearts. If you like defeat them for how long they stick. But those guys called Man U, I don't agree
Yeah,
with them.
shaky
Their
people.
fans don't stay,
No.
you know. But they'll come at me. Those guys, they don't keep quiet. Anyway, so Donald Trump, he is a president that is going to have quite a negative effect on us as Nigerians and
I
Africans.
agree.
Why is it that Nigerians and Africans are celebrating him?
It's a very difficult there are specific words I don't want to use to explain it.
Okay.
So the whole reproductive rights that Kamala stood for,
Yeah.
Donald Trump did not.
Yeah.
And but I asked myself another question, because I think he is pro the whole gun owning and all of
Yeah,
that.
he's pro-gun.
So I asked myself, reproductive rights and
Right to life.
life rights, are they not two different? How do I say it? They are the same thing, but in two different ways.
Yeah.
They're just backing each other, but they're actually the same
Somebody says carry a gun and kill, and then says
don't have abortion.
Don't have abortion. And the abortion that they're talking about is not just any age.
Yeah.
It's that up to, is it 3 or 4 months or something? I don't have a say on that. It's their policy. But I think that those who support them from Nigeria, again, these same double standards that I keep talking about.
Yeah, that's the right word.
Yeah.
Double standard problem.
You have a country that the number of homicide rates, that's people killing people, rapid gunfire, sporadic gunfire.
Yesterday, there was this sporadic gunfire case in Benin.
In Benin?
Yeah.
Nigeria?
Benin here in Nigeria.
How many were killed?
I did not later check the figures, but when it started, there's this Bendel blog I follow that has quite this legit information, and he posted about it. Very pathetic.
Is it a robbery?
No, it's cult clash.
Oh, no, cult clash is...
with fire involved. Some people will definitely be slayed.
But it's targeted. Look, in this American situation, somebody just picks a gun and says, my girlfriend ran away, or my girlfriend refused to pick my WhatsApp or something.
All those school shootings.
Yeah, school shootings. This happens so regularly that in a year, you have thousands that are being killed. Yeah. And it's so big that if they even stop reporting it, it's only when it kills like 50, 100 that you get the reports on CNN and all of that. But it's so rampant and commonplace that it's like where we say area boy stole somebody's phone or something. So I think that for us as Nigerians, we need to know what's in our interest. We are to watch the global space, but we need to be sure
what favors our own
economy.
Yeah.
A lot of us are going into crypto, and we're not really focusing on how that crypto is going to have an effect on our society, our economy. Well, it's all man to himself, and then the government for us all sometimes.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are actually really interested in it because they feel like, oh well, since the naira isn't doing so well,
Yeah,
imagine having $75,000 to convert to naira. That's a lot of money. So
yeah,
it's a fast way out of poverty. It's a fast way
hopefully.
to make money. You know.
There was a time crypto was so low, especially um, after COVID.
Yeah.
It went down so
It went
low,
down. Yeah.
and people suffered, you know.
Because their hope was on it.
Their hope
Like
was on it.
fast money.
Yeah.
That's our major problem. So I think if we can overcome that mentality of I need to invest in that place so that I go cash out, quick cash out, we would save ourselves a lot of pain as young people investing. I'm not saying investing in that space is not good.
Yeah.
For people that can take the risks, they should.
Yeah.
People that get strong hearts. But people like me, no.
No. Why am I not investing in crypto? I see it. I see FX trading. I see.
Oh, my partner does FX trading.
Oh,
Some days are great. He's happy. He's smiling.
yeah.
The market is moving well. I
Yeah.
worked with an FX company.
Oh, you did?
I did at the start of my career during the pandemic.
How does it
I was
work?
just out of school. I was out of NYSC. And I had a dummy account. I don't even know what it looks like again.
Okay.
How does it work? You fund an account.
Yeah.
That's for FX trade. You fund an account.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what they're doing. They tell you when to buy
And when
to sell.
Yeah.
You know, there are candles and all of that. It's no stick for my head. That
Yeah.
is why I just quietly removed my hand. I never invested my money in it. So I quietly removed my hand. Even the dummy account, I don't trade in it. So it's a roller coaster of a lot of things happening. So if you're not strong,
Yeah.
you know, if you don't get strong heart,
Yeah.
you will cry. And then when they are making the profits, it's, you know,
Yeah.
it comes.
It comes.
If you have
like MMM.
if you have, what do they call that thing? There's something they call, it's like the space, the amount of expansion you can take to make profit or loss.
Yeah.
So if you're losing a lot of money.
Wow.
So if you're making the money, if the market is going towards what you
Yeah.
projected, then you're cashing out big time.
You cash out, you just run away.
Yeah, so those people, they're in their own world.
And so all this quick money, get rich quick schemes, Bet Niger, I mean, all those football betting, those things that just give you quick money, and then after a while, they start dealing with you.
Is betting and all those FX trade in the same space? I feel like they're not in the same space.
Why? I mean,
I feel like betting is gambling.
Yeah, and this is gambling too.
FX isn't gambling.
FX, you're just gambling.
Is it? No.
Is it not? You're putting your money.
It's a market. It's a proper market.
Proper.
Yes.
It's not as proper as you think, in that someone can actually game the system. Like, some people know there's a crash coming on, but they keep promoting it, maybe using the media, using other stuff. And when they cash out, the whole system crashes. This happens regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Like Donald Trump now has set up a cryptocurrency
reserve
exchange. No, he and his sons, Eric, Don Jr. and whatever, they set up World Live Trading something. So they now become a cryptocurrency trading platform
for themselves.
The cryptocurrency exchange. So if you have got like Ethereum, and you want to buy Bitcoin or something, you can do like a currency exchange.
Oh, a digital asset exchange.
Yes.
So, do you know, I know of Ethereum as far back as being a university student.
Yeah. Okay.
I knew about it back then. I had a cousin who invested in that.
Okay.
But I mean, I never understood all of those things. Not that I am not intelligent, but no.
So there was this Bulgarian woman that promoted one coin. I think I put in 400,000 naira. From way back, that 400,000 naira is like 4 billion.
Have you we don't cash out.
But the woman was a fraud.
Hmm.
The woman was a fraud. The OneCoin wasn't a real. I mean, this whole system of currencies as a whole is all about faith.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
If you and I agree that this button
It's worth $1
is
billion.
worth $1 billion, it
It
becomes
is.
it, and
That's
we
what happened with Bitcoin now.
yeah. So when they said the woman's currency was a fraud, OneCoin was a fraud, yeah, if as many people believed in it, it would become legit. And what she did was to get many
People
traders, people who sold products,
to recommend.
to be willing to sell to you in OneCoin.
Oh.
So we couldn't withdraw our OneCoin, but there was a market for purchase of products with OneCoin.
Coin.
So they kept promising us until she was so we lost that.
So when we look at this Donald Trump case, he said there's even going to be a reserve for crypto.
America is going to become the global headquarters of digital currency. He's going to create a digital currency reserve.
What do you think of sustainability and continuity, given that, during the pandemic, like you said earlier, there was like a decline in Bitcoin and all of that? Do you think that is going to be the future of exchange?
The thing about digital currency is just what it is. It's faith. It's if something crashes, it's digital space. So I don't know if, because there's the Russia, the BRICS currency thing that is still hanging in the wings, and if as many countries start trading in the BRICS currency, that's going to be a big challenge for whatever the US is setting up. The challenge is, how does the US government or any government benefit from it? Because the idea of the digital currency is to bypass a centralized system
of exchange.
So it's still out there. We're still watching to see how does the US government benefit from it. Because what the approach that the other countries are taking, especially since the Ukraine war, is that we can start trading, selling oil and gas with this currency. And if they start the petrodollar thing, if it's challenged, then because the petrodollar is linking dollar to petrol, or petrol to dollar, if you start challenging that, as India was buying gas and crude oil from Russia using rubles, the Russian rubles, they had a switch. China also was buying. So Russia then continued getting its resources and still remained powerful. And that's why the war that they thought would be over in a few months
is still
lingering over 2 years after.
Affecting wheat production and all of that.
So
as well.
This conversation we've been having, those of you who are dealing in crypto or other kinds of currencies, we'd like to hear from you. We talked about Tap Swap here some months back, some episodes of the Fifth Estate live show. And we think that we need to hear from you. We wanted to have a crypto expert in the studio, but unfortunately he's busy at a conference, so he couldn't join in as expected. But if you are dealing in crypto, or you are trading in cryptocurrencies, or you are interested, we'd like to hear from you in the comments section. What is the prospect for Nigeria with the rise in the Bitcoin, rallying all the way from $88,000 in approaching $89,000? That's huge. What's the implication for the Naira and the Nigerian economy? What's the implication for Nigerians as a people who are long suffering? Do you think Nigerians should embrace it? What's the smartest way out of it? There's a lot that needs to be unpacked with the victory of Donald Trump at the elections and the appointment of Elon Musk into the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. I'm surprised that the DOGE also sounds like the DOG coin, which is another cryptocurrency. Is that a coincidence, or is there something happening in this whole conspiracy theory environment? So maybe Donald Trump is trying to create a government department that is going to use crypto to do blah, blah, blah. Nah, I don't tire. Anyway, if you're missing your regular host on the show, Ada is not is under the weather right now. The weather in her place is foggy. Please get well and join us back next week. Please send her your best wishes. We expect your comments in the comment section. I've had Ms. Felucia in the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and as we want to sign out, just to leave you with that song, that dumb boy Donald Trump, I want pong. The fool, his money is more than that. My name is Odo Diego. Can you do what I want to say? Thank you so much for staying with us, and I will see you in the comment section. Subscribe to our channel. We also have our channel on Telegram and our channel on WhatsApp. Subscribe. We keep the conversation going on. Thank you so much, and see you same time next week.